today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Josh Allen and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Joe Burrow and the New York Jets.
We're in the Valley of the Sun. Few places in the country as picturesque as the desert Southwest. And we've got a good one on tap here at State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Burrow will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Man open, it's Toney. He's got it. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. On play action, Allen. That'll be caught. It's Toney. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kadarius Toney with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horse. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now it's Burrow. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Tony on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless. Any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, That's winning football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Allen now looks to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Touchdown!
Jonathan Taylor.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 5. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow on first down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Off the play fake here. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. So we've come to halftime. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Allen off the play fake.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Henry Ruggs.
78 yards.
And the Cardinals open the lead up to 34-0.
Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
So here's the Jets offense now. as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow, a quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, it's Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen.
Open man right side is Tony.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
They run the jet sweep now for Tony.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1.
Taylor.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tommy Trimble hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 42-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Here's a diving catch right side. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Henry Ruggs, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cards are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Again, it's Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To the air again, Burrow. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This take it in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
Here's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Allen to throw it. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. That's complete right around the 8. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cards,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll have another home date next week.